Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Welcome to the show tonight. I have two people on panel, which are always here, usually. They are my beautiful two friends, and here they are.
Hi,
Hi,
everyone.
I didn't want to do it that way. I want to do it that way. We got Annie and we have Joe. Tonight, we're going to have some fun, like always. Um, the painting I'm going to do tonight is white and black, and then you guys are going to get to pick the other color. But you can put the color in any time you want. Hi, Liz. You can put the color in the chat anytime you want. We'll keep track of it, but I'm going to do all the white, most of the white and black first.
Hi, Liz.
Then we'll start on the other. So I'm going to go ahead and go like this.
See if I've got enough charge to turn this on yet.
Okay. And then
I just
I'm
need the.
going to go like that so you guys can see. It's not very straight though.
There you go. Yeah.
Better now. Okay. So
Okay,
white and black.
Hi, Chris K, Beth, Liz.
Okay, we got one for dark red.
And one
We'll
for
just say red because I'm going to shade it and I'm going to lighten it. So, and we've got one for purple.
One for dark red.
Yep, one for red. It'll be dark. They'll be dark of each color. Whatever color gets picked, there'll be a light and a dark and regular in it. So
I have to see the painting first before I decide.
okay,
we get to pick colors.
Sure, you can pick colors.
And if Herb's in the chat,
Who is?
just I said if Herb is lurking, I'm just saying hello to him.
He might be. Hello,
Yeah,
Herb, if you are lurking. And
yeah.
here I'm
Hello
going to
to
put.
all the lurkers.
Oh,
Hello to the lurkers.
Oh, I have a lurker video. I've never played it, but once maybe. Let me see. Where is it? Where is my lurker video? There it is.
Beth,
Cool.
it was not missed. She's just doing the red and the dark red as red.
Yes, right.
We got it.
Yeah, I usually when I do it, I put I use the white and the black to change the hue of the color. And this is the invisible paint, like Joe likes to call it.
Yep, it's invisible. So we got two for red and one for purple, and we got a blue for Annie.
Cool.
All in the same family, if you think about it.
Mm-hmm.
So what's everybody working on tonight? Well, we know Connie's painting, but whatever else. What are you doing?
I'm working on resting my buns because that child had me busy all day. Should I tell the story, Connie?
Huh?
I am finishing up the washcloth that I started when I was out and about today.
Cool.
She ran around today all day, for like 45 minutes. She asked me, she said, Grams, can I have a pretzel? And I said, sure, go get one. You can have all you want. So she comes back with a pretzel rod. And for 45 minutes, it became her, what did I call what I call it?
Her wand?
Yeah, her magic fairy pretzel wand.
Yeah.
So she made toys fly, and she turned her pop pop into a frog. And 45 minutes of this, her bouncing around with her, and she stopped in the middle of the living room. She said, "Grams." She said, "You know what's so great about having a magic fairy pretzel wand?" And I said, "No, honey, what's so great?" And she goes, "Because when you want a snack, it's already in your hand." And Kelly made it. Like,
Well, that's true.
how do you
She
argue
has
with?
she has a point there.
Mm-hmm.
She is so fun to be around. God, I hope she keeps this way through her teenage years, and I don't think it's going to happen, but I can hope, right?
You can hope.
Yeah.
I know how bad I was. I know how bad her mommy was, according to her nana.
Yeah.
I'm just going to enjoy this while I can.
Exactly. That's the best thing to do.
And her and Michaela's age, they're what, a year apart.
Yeah.
They're at a good age right
Well,
now.
actually,
They're
I think
fun.
that's because doesn't Michaela turn 5 in a couple of months?
No, she turned 4 in February.
Oh, okay. And she just turned 5 in December.
Yeah, so they're about a year apart. Yeah, but they're at a good age right now that's fun. They're at a fun age
Yes.
where they just say off the wall crap and you're like, what? And they do stuff and yeah, they're fun. I can't wait to go down there. I mean, I can, but I can't.
Right.
It's another person that makes it miserable, but you know, it is what it is.
Right.
Hi, Jesse.
And I
Hi,
don't like to
Jesse.
drive. Hi, Jesse. And I don't like the drive. You know, it's not a long drive. It's like 3 hours, but it's a drive, and I don't like it.
Yeah.
Driving puts me to sleep. It's like when we're out today, Willie's like, well, you can drive home. I was like, do I have to? And he's like, no, I could do it. And I was like,
Yeah. So,
I hate driving.
so Jesse, what I do, a lot of times on my lives, I include the people in the chat, and you get to pick. I'm doing white and black, and then one other color. So I'm having you guys pick colors, put it in the chat. Whoever has the most of each color, that's the one it's going to be. And if there's just one of each one and not like a most, then I will just do a random picker to pick the color.
How many times can they pick a color? Just once?
If they want to pick a different color, they can pick a different color too.
Because Chris K said red before, and now
Okay.
she's saying peach. Now she says peach.
Yeah, that's fine.
So
So
do you
that,
want to change your color to peach?
No, you can just leave it as a red and a peach. That's
okay. That's what she was asking, if they can pick more than one color.
Okay. Liz says brown, orange. Okay, people.
I'm only going to do one of them, just so you know.
More to pick from.
Oh, Liz, you could do it. I'm just messing with you.
Yeah, you can.
You
No,
should.
I'm only,
Did you already get hers, Annie?
Yes.
She retracted them. We got you before you did that. And Gypsy picked green of any shade.
Yep.
Oh, you're making a wash rag too. So that's what I'm doing, Chris.
cool. Okay, now we're going to start.
I'm just doing mine in single crochet because that's what I felt like doing today. I started it when my ex and we were up in the cities, and when he had an appointment to donate blood.
Oh, you already said
Um,
once, Liz. I got it.
and she got yours, both of the ones that you retracted. So I started a wash rag when I was up there, and then we did stuff, with a few different places, and then he went and got him and Zach a pizza, which I don't eat pizza very rarely. So I went to KFC and I got me a pot pie and some slaw.
There it was. I knew it would come back.
Their pot pies are really good. At least I think so.
Yeah.
I have a question for you,
Yeah.
Connie. Have you ever used the glow in the dark powders and mixed it with your paints and did a glow in the dark painting?
Yes, I have.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
Yeah, but over there at KFC, I was on their app and it didn't make sense because I wanted a pot pie. And
Yeah.
I don't know, but it was like six something, whatever. Or five, I don't remember. Whatever it was. But if you got a combo, which you get with a medium drink, it was 20 cents more.
That's a good
And I was
deal.
going to get two pot pies, one for lunch and one for dinner today. So I just got two combos, and it's like, here, have a drink. 20 cents for a drink? Come
Yeah.
on. Why not?
Right.
Why not? Because he forgot his drink here on the table when we left. So as soon as I put a straw in it, he was grabbing it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he was driving. And I offered to get him a drink, because we were going around all these different places. And I was like, I'll get you a drink. And he said, I'm not getting a drink unless I get it for $1 or under. And I was like, okay. So then we were at KFC, well, for 20 cents. Okay, I'll get you a drink now. It's 20 cents.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, he's like that. He doesn't like anyone buying anything for him,
Yeah.
and I was like, it's just a drink.
Do y'all hear anything?
No. My
I hear my
fan.
fan going. Yeah, I hear my
That's
fan. Hi, Mary.
because the gallant steed
Hey,
passed
Mary.
4. He's wore out too.
Uh, Mary, Connie's going to include everybody a little bit in this painting. It's all black and white right now, and we're asking everybody to give one color. Or some people are putting in 5 or 6, but whatever. Just get some colors out there. What you
Yeah.
think she could use? Just one. What color would look good with this?
And don't worry about what's already put in chat. Just pick what you like.
Yeah, because we'll just. I don't know how to. I don't know what you're doing there. I like it. I like the sky,
Well, so
Yeah.
far, we
or,
are.
or whatever it is. I don't know. It looks like a sky.
Well, there's a
It's the
sun
sky.
up there. So, and black and white, it could be either one, a sun or a moon.
Yeah. And are you going to tell us what you're going to use the color for?
Nope.
Okay.
You'll see it as soon as I know what it is. You'll see.
You don't know what it is either.
Oh, I know exactly what it is.
Okay, you said as soon as you'll see. As soon as you see. Well, as soon as you see, you'll know. And I was like, what? Don't you know what it is?
I do.
Okay. Okay, Gypsy has a crochet question.
Okay.
When the pattern says second stitch in a chain of 4, but they don't say from the hook, should I assume the first chain? From the first chain.
If it's a chain of
When the
4, it's going to be the same either way.
Yeah.
You just
it's
have to
gonna be
make sure
second
that you
stitch.
have
No,
two chains underneath it, and then the whatever is on top of it. So, yeah, sometimes I usually count the one that
Where
my
from the
my
work.
hook is in it, and then one, and then yeah, that'd be 2. If that
I
made
don't
any
count
sense.
the one with the hooks in. I never count the one that's on the hook.
Well, it depends on the pattern.
Oh well, I don't read patterns. You know that.
Yeah, I know.
I just go with the flow and wing it.
I
Hmm.
usually go with the second one from the work unless it specifies the second one from the hook.
Right.
And what says the sky, the moon looks awesome. Yeah, don't
Thank
mess
you.
with that sky and moon up there. Leave that alone. She's
Yeah.
like, yeah, that's what I'm changing. That's what I'm getting color for.
Okay, Jesse. So, do you have a color suggestion for us? This motor must not be working yet. Wow.
What?
It got quiet. I'm
I oh
sorry. I have
Oh,
not
I,
had
I,
all
I thought you were seeing. I thought you were seeing something I was. I was like, what? What I miss?
the highlights. Dark teal.
Um,
Okay.
dark teal. Yeah, that's a good one.
okay, teal color. If it's the one that gets the vote. Like I
Well, so
said, if there's only one of each color, then I will do a random picker.
so far we have two on the same color, but
Okay.
it's only that one color.
Okay.
Can I give two colors?
Huh?
I want to give two colors.
Okay.
I want purple and
Of course.
aqua.
Well, you only get one on each on the painting, but you can give me two numbers. When it's done, you'll understand why there's only one color. Of course,
Okay,
there's all hues.
I want purple then.
No, what she's saying is she's only going to use one of the colors. So no matter how many
Oh
colors,
yeah.
Right.
which one's
Well,
fair.
nobody else says aqua anyway, but yeah.
But
Okay.
I
Now
will
we have a
use
tie.
well, I'll take the color and then I'll use white and black to change the hue of it.
Somebody
So
else say purple. Read more purple.
I got that you picked purple, Liz.
I'm
Somebody
I'm
else pick purple.
I'm shocked. No.
Gypsy says no green, green.
All
I
right.
don't like green. No, no green. No
No green
purple.
green.
Away.
No, no green, green. She likes her greens.
Well, that answered that question.
What?
I was trying to decide if that was hills or water, like ocean.
That's
Like
a well. I think what she's doing now is a teepee with smoke coming out the top. Just saying.
I thought it was a really tall gnome hat.
Huh?
I thought it was a really tall gnome hat.
Beth says it's a sperm. God,
Nah, it's
that's a
right.
fun. That's a really bad looking sperm there.
He's got that wicked flip tail to slap the other ones in the head. Like, nope, I'm first. One of Andrew's friends, there's a group of them. They call themselves the Brotherhood.
Oh my
'Cause-
gosh. Beth
yeah.
said it's a sperm.
since middle school, and I swear, the way he wears his beard and just the shape of his face, if he put a gnome hat on, he would look just like a gnome.
Jeez.
She sells them in her on her website, Jesse. I am lucky I have a couple of her paintings.
Yeah, I sell them. My website is artwithconnie.com. And if you have seen me do one and you don't see it on there, ask me and I'll get it on there, because I wait till I have like 10 or 12 paintings, and then I put them all on at the same time.
Well, I already know what I'm making for dinner tomorrow night.
I don't.
Me too. What are you having?
Lorelai wants Salisbury steak.
Oh, of course.
No, we're doing burgers on the grill.
We had spaghetti tonight, so tomorrow's Salisbury steak. She told Daddy, she goes, I get Graham's cooking twice, and she didn't send you any dinner. I said, Lorelai.
That was so nice of her.
Now, he told me this morning that he had leftovers he was going to eat for dinner tonight because he don't like to let them build up too much in the fridge.
Right.
I said, that's fine. I said, you know what we're having? He said, yeah, I'm pretty sure. So she didn't know we already discussed this.
Right.
But yeah, I was just like, well, that was mean. She gets Graham's cooking more often. She told, as soon as she got in the car this morning, she told me she wanted scrambled eggs for breakfast. I was like, okay, we can do that. And Andrew turned, he said, you know, one of these days you're going to have to show me how you make these special scrambled eggs that's so much better than mine. I said, I bake them the same way I always have. He said, well, I make mine just like you do. And Lorelai looked and she said, no, you don't, Dad. I was like, okay. I was looked at him. I said, hey. I said, discerning taste. He said, I know I do them the exact same way you do. I think he's cooking them on too high of a heat because she said they're dry.
Probably.
She said,
and he's cooking them too long.
She said mine are juicy, and I was like, no. I said my eggs are getting set. She goes, no, that's not what I mean. They're not dry. I was like, moist. She said, yeah, that's the word.
Yeah, if you don't cook them too long, they stay moist. They start to dry out.
My son is not like, when I'm making eggs, before I start the eggs, I get the plates out.
Mm-hmm.
So that as soon as they're done, I can take them out of the pan, and I guarantee he's leaving them in the pan and they're cooking too long.
Probably.
But, you know.
You could ask my dogs. I know how to do scrambled eggs really good. They love my scrambled eggs.
That when Andrew was home, that's what he always wanted, scrambled eggs. Bill eats, he prefers, he'll eat a fried egg once in a while. Now me, I love an egg any way you give it to me.
I do pretty much. Except for I had to have Ron stop giving me scrambled eggs in the morning. It was upsetting my stomach, but I eat eggs at lunchtime. And I eat eggs other times, like at dinner. If we have breakfast for dinner, I have a fried egg on top of like my pancakes. So I don't know what the difference is. It might just be because it's morning time and I have all that phlegm I'm dealing with every morning.
Yeah.
And
it could be that your stomach's just not going to tolerate that much protein that early in the morning now.
Well, I used to eat 2 boiled eggs. So I've always had eggs in the morning.
I know, but maybe your stomach is saying we're not going to do that anymore.
Oh, yeah, it could be.
That could be it, Liz, but her dad, I think it's just a matter of timing and getting them out of the skillet, I think is where he's making his mistake. Because he cooks them and then he gets the plates out. I was like, no, you do all that before, because when it comes to eggs, they have to come out of the skillet at the right time.
Right.
Eggs and pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
And I love Bill to death, and he makes fabulous waffles, but the man cannot make an edible pancake.
Ron's good at breakfast.
A rubber puck.
Yeah.
And he's like, it's the same batter. I said, you can't use the same batter. I said, pancake batter is thinner than waffle batter. No, it's not. Yes, it is. That's
Yeah,
where
it
you're
is.
making your mistake. I said, it's too thick, so you have to cook it too long, and it gets tough.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is my waffles suck. I got make really good pancakes, but I don't make good waffles.
Yeah.
And yay, everybody's got the things they're good at, and this way we can share in the cooking.
Right. Well, Ron got to cook twice this week because he wanted sloppy joes yesterday, and I am not against making sloppy joes. He likes to make them, so I let him do it. And then Thursday, he always makes breakfast for dinner every Thursday.
I gotta go get some cilantro tomorrow because
Okay, so where are we at with our colors? Because I'm just about ready to do
well,
it.
we haven't had any new ones. We have a 3-way tie
Okay.
between red, purple, and green.
Of course. Let's see. I don't know if I can pull it up on here. Hold on. I used to have the thing. I should have pulled it up already.
Why, yes, you should have.
Yes.
You're fine, Cash. I'm just getting up to stretch my legs.
Let's see.
Have to move.
Oh, there, I found it. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, he's gonna go lay with the boy. Oh, wait,
Okay,
We've
what color?
got a winner
What's the-
because Herb just put his.
Herb, no, it's supposed to be purple.
What did he do? What color? Red.
Yeah. Have
Red.
3
Okay.
for purple and 2 for green, so red wins.
Red wins. So, okay, red it is. All right. So
Yeah,
now you guys get to choose. You want this red or do you want this red? So, the people who put red, you get to choose. You want my right-handed red or my left-handed red? This is crimson and this is just a deep red. Liz says no.
And hi, Herb.
And hi, Herb. So you guys get to choose, right? Okay. Herb said right. We have 2 other people who said red. You need to say red or left. Red or left. Right or left.
Herb says right.
Beth says right. So right it is, because 2 cancels out 3. 1. Now this is a really. It doesn't look exactly like this. Just so you know. Hi, Jeanette. It's gonna have
Hi,
a
Jeanette.
pink. It's gonna have a pink hue to it. But it's not going to look pink. Well, part of it will, because when I highlight it. Okay. So I'm going to grab a little bit of this red. You guys can't see. I'm grabbing a little bit of the red, and I'm going to put it next to the black. And I'm going to add a tiny bit of black to it to make it really dark red. And then we're going to start.
He made it as far as the hallway. Just flopped down on the rug in the hallway.
Okay. Now I'm going to go with just the red and just red. And you can't really tell the difference. But you'll be able to tell as I lighten it. I'm going to dry it so that it doesn't mix and make it darker. Okay, now we're going to go with the light color.
Oh, yep, never mind.
You have a pizza? Or a cookie? You have a milk with it?
I'm here on the phone.
Okay. How does that look?
That's
Thanks,
cool.
Liz. That's good, but it's just not purple.
Right.
Not the right one. There it is. Now I'm going to dry. Oops. I'm going to dry this one. Oh, my light just went out. What the heck? Turn back on. There you go. There we go. But you know what? I think I'm going to make this this trunk a little bit thicker. I don't like how thin it is. So I'm going to thicken it up just a little bit. And that's not the right paintbrush. Where is the right paintbrush? Oh, there it is, it's hiding. Right in the center. There, that's better. Okay. And that is all of it. And now I just have to sign.
I like that.
Spell your name right.
I will.
We thought you were always going to spell your name right, but you didn't always.
Yeah. I messed up that one time.
He's in there sneezing his head off too.
Anthony?
Yeah, I hear him in the living room sneezing.
Hmm.
Somebody sprinkled pepper in the house.
Yeah.
This says that's beautiful. Great job, Connie.
Thank you, Liz. I have a question for you, Liz. You weren't here Tuesday night. Do you remember what video I did that shot me over 1,000 subscribers out of one video? It was a huge video. It was a hop. And I only did two hops. With this person, I only did two. Do you remember? I asked Sandra, but she had already left and she didn't hear me. And Annie found it. She went looking for it and found it. It was almost 5 years
Okay,
ago.
I'm curious.
What?
I said, I'm curious.
No, that's okay. I don't care. I mean, anyone can be curious.
I watched a bunch of videos last night too.
Right? You don't remember? Okay. Do you remember Heidi Sonbol? I'm sure you do. She doesn't do as many paintings as she used to do. I mean, not paintings, videos. Let me put this. This needs a little bit more white.
Neighbors must be using heavy machinery. It sounds like somebody's in the driveway.
There we go. No, it wasn't March. It was actually in October of 2020. But yep. Okay, this is done. What do you guys think? You like it?
Yeah.
I do.
Cool. Oh, let me.
Reminds me of a Lorax tree.
Yeah, exactly. Let me switch this to me, and then I'll show it to you like this.
Oh, it looks totally different from this angle.
Yeah, it always looks different. It always looks different. And then when I put it down and I walk away and I come back, I look at it, I'm like, well, it doesn't look the same anymore.
Excuse me.
Beth says she's impressed since Joe likes it without purple. I like a lot of her paintings. They don't have to have purple in them.
Yeah.
Purple is just a added bonus.
So let me show you the paintings I have. Some of these are already on my website, some are not. But see that huge stack?
You muted yourself. There she is.
Okay, see that big stack of paintings? And then I have another huge stack and another one over there. So yeah, I got lots of paintings to sell. Plus, I also sell prints of my paintings. So every picture I have that I have done, thank you, Liz, I can turn it into a print. I can't get to my prints right now because that stack of paintings was sitting on top of it. But yeah, I can turn any picture into cards or into prints. This is my Christmas cards that I did, and this is my painting, and I've made it into a card. This was the bird set, so it had all 4 of these paintings that I had done, and I turned it into cards. So, and I'm planning on doing. I've got some other paintings I did this year. I'm going to make into Christmas cards. And I need to start making other cards too, because I also make handmade cards that don't have any of my paintings in them. They're just handmade. Like the
I'll
one,
just make some blank cards.
huh?
Like blank cards. Just make some of those.
Yeah. Well,
Or
these
they're not like for Christmas or
right.
this,
Just
that, or the other. They're just like for anything.
well, I'm thinking about doing some of that. Some of my paintings is just make them into cards, blank cards. You can put whatever you want. But I also, like I said, I make other cards. Let's see. Let me show you some of the other ones that I've made. Let me move this painting because it's still drying. And I let it cure for at least 2 or 3 days before I touch the top of it. But let me make this, change this back. Okay, so this is some of the cards that I make. Like this is a happy birthday one, and they're all blank inside. And this is another one. And this was the name I used to go by, Connie's Creative Creations. And that's how I sold these on. That's the birthday one. There's a get well. This is with sympathy. And I did it in a bunch of different colors. And then this one says, you're one of a kind. And this is just it's hard to see it. It's really light. It's like a chair with a flower sitting on it. And then that one's just a watermelon. You're special. This is thinking of you, and it's got horses. That's just a blank. And then I have this one, and this little guy fell off. He's in the box somewhere. I can't sell these though. I can only give them away because they're copyrighted. And then they're like this one. This one's cute, but it came apart. I got to glue it on here. It's like the ladybugs. Yeah, so I'm hoping to get some of these on the website. Like I said, I can't do the Disney because I'll get in trouble. Like that one, Missing You. Yeah, I love to make cards. I used to sit and make when I was selling them. That's why they have these envelope, these plastic. This is what was left when the shop closed that I was selling. I would sell hundreds. I'd sit down in one day and do 100 cards in one day. I can't have enough in the and so you put me back in here. You're not seeing my arm. There you go. So move that. Oops. Oh, okay. Thank you guys for coming. My helper said to tell you done good with the cards. Thank you so much, Chris, and tell your helper thank you too. Yeah, I love making cards. And now a lot of people in our community has got a lot of my cards because Mishi has bought over 100 of my cards and gave them away, sent them to people. And then other people has won them and bought them because Joe and Annie bought some of my Christmas ones. And some other people.
I got the birthday ones too.
Yes, you got birthday ones too that I made. And Jane Doe has some. And not Mary Webb. It was the other Mary.
Mary Crafty Corner.
Mary Crafty Corner got them, and a few other people have gotten them. Yeah, I love to make cards. All right, well, we've been here for 47 minutes, and I don't like to stay much more than an hour because I have a dog that's right there in the other room, and if I stay too long, he starts to bark. And I don't want that to happen because everybody else is asleep in the house. Because Ron goes to bed between 7 and 7:30. And I stay up till 11. So that's just kind of the way it is. But thank you guys for coming. Thank you, Annie and Joe, for being on panel as usual. I will have a painting video up on Sunday. I had someone ask me if I would do more resin work on my other channel. So I'm thinking about doing some more resin, but I'm thinking about doing actual regular epoxy resin. And what I'm going to do is I'll set it, and then the next week we'll unmold it so they can see it the next week. So I think the next 2 weeks, what I'll probably do is I'll do a video this week, and then the next week we'll have live and we'll unmold it all, so you can see what it looks like when it's all done. So yeah, but thank you for coming, and I'm sure I don't know if Jess is live tonight.
Yeah, but I don't know if she said the time or anything yet.
Okay, yeah. So if she comes live, I'll see anyone of you that is over there when I get there.
Yep.
Yeah, she hasn't said anything about it yet, so we'll see.
She might be working. So, all right.
Yeah, could be.
Bye, guys. Thank you.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.